Hey, how you guys doing? My name's Hans, and in this video, I'm going to be going over the proper way to meditate. So what's even the point of meditation? The point of meditation is to achieve a state of liberation beyond the ego, beyond associating yourself with the physical body, the mind, go into the divine spirit that's within all things, the core spirit of all creation, to realize that you are God. God is love. You are love. You are infinite, divine spirit of love. That we live within the mind of God. That I am you, you are me. There's nothing outside of us. We have to feel inside of us to feel the truth. And there's lots of different practices which can bring you to the state of eternal heaven and bliss beyond time and space, such as yoga, psychedelics, breathing exercises, tantric sex, different diets and fasting. The most important practice that you can possibly do is meditation. So I'm going to break it up into 3 different steps. The first being halting the thoughts in order to transcend the lies into the truth. Step 2 is to surrender and let go. Feel into our emotions, surrender to them, then let them go into a higher state of love and bliss. Step 3 is to take the divine state of awareness that we cultivated from the first 2 steps and bring it into our daily life through mindfulness meditation. So let's talk about step 1. Step 1, to halt the thoughts and transcend the lies into the true core of yourself and all beings. Before I go into the actual practice of meditation and halting the thoughts, let's first talk about our natural state. Think about a baby when it's first born. It doesn't yet have a complex, it doesn't yet have a system of language that was taught to it, right? It's a perfect little angel. It has no thoughts. Once its physical needs are met, hunger, thirst, it's in bliss. In a blissful state of meditation. It doesn't have a concept of language. But then the parents teach it language. The parents teach it what's wrong and what's right, what's good and bad, and creates a concept of an image of perfection within the baby's mind as it's growing older. That's obviously a metaphor for you and I. Once we have this image of perfection in our mind, of what's good and bad, wrong and right, we compare ourselves to that image of perfection. We can never be this image of perfection. And so then we judge ourselves. Say we're not beautiful enough, we're not good enough, we did something wrong. And then we judge ourselves, and it creates an emotional state of hell, shame, guilt. And emotions are real vibrations emanating from our consciousness, our soul. We can feel them, and these vibrations drag us into hell. Step 2, I'm going to go in how to heal these emotions, but let's focus on transcending the lies first. The biggest one being that image of perfection. You are God, and you are perfect here right now. God is perfect, and it only makes perfection. That's you. God is everyone, and everything is God in disguise, is infinite love in disguise. So you can't think yourself into alignment, you have to feel it. That's where meditation comes in. So now let's get into how to meditate. First, find a position that's comfortable for you. You could sit in the lotus pose, or just crisscross applesauce with your back against the wall, or just lay down. Whatever's more comfortable, but if you lay down, you might fall asleep. From there, just breathe. Notice your thoughts. And just observe them at first. Watch your breath in and out. You'll notice after you exhale, your thoughts will slow down or cease. So here's a breathing exercise that can really help with calming the mind. Remember, the thoughtless state is your natural state. It's easy. Babies don't have thoughts. They weren't even taught language yet. It's easy to stop your thoughts. So this exercise is the most basic form of pranayama. Breathe for 4 seconds, hold for 8 seconds, then exhale for 8 seconds. You will notice how your mind calms down after that exhale. Do it one more time. Breathe in for 4, hold for 8, exhale for 8. Now you'll notice a buzzing throughout your body, a subtle vibration. You'll notice it's much easier to cease your thoughts. Now just let your body breathe on its own. Don't force it. Feel the buzzing, the subtle sensations throughout your body. After this breathing exercise, you can feel into the point between your eyebrows. Notice the buzzing and energy there. Or then focus on your breath, just in and out, until you have a state of pure awareness. Eventually, you'll be able to just exist without even focusing on your breath, just existing without thoughts, where the observer and the observed become one. You are just existing as you are, a divine being. But you might not feel the infinite love inside of you yet, that divine love. So that's where step 2 comes in. We need step 1 in order to do step 2 of that pure divine awareness. So step 2 is surrender and letting go. We're going to take that pure awareness that we cultivated with the meditative practice and put it on our emotions. There's a lot of lower emotions stemming from fear. Hopelessness being the worst. Despair, guilt, shame, fear, anger, desire, jealousy. There's lots of these lower emotions, and I'm going to explain how to let them go in order to experience a higher emotional state. Emotions are real vibrations until it opens up your divine heart, allowing that divine love to shine through, create a state of heaven on the inside and bliss. So that divine love is always shining. Just like the sun on a stormy day, it's always shining, but you might not realize it because those clouds are there. So we're going to talk about getting rid of those clouds. Like I said before, with the baby analogy, when you're born, you're perfect. There's no such thing as good or bad. Compare yourself to the image of perfection, judge yourself, bring yourself into hell. God doesn't judge you when you die. You are God, you judge yourself here right now, and that's what brings you into hell. So first, we're going to get rid of those emotions of guilt and shame using forgiveness. You have to forgive yourself for everything you've done in your life that you considered was wrong. Forgive your parents for the programming they programmed into you. Forgive society for programming your parents. Forgive everyone who ever did you wrong, not so they feel better, so that you feel better on the inside in terms of your emotional state. Now, we're going to feel into all of our lower emotions and surrender to them. Most people avoid them because they're uncomfortable. Avoiding them, that resistance, makes them stay there. So let's say you have ruminating thoughts, anxiety, depression, panic attacks. What is the cause of that? Those ruminating thoughts, you can't get them to go, even with the meditation practice we talk about in step 1. It's the buildup of energy behind the thoughts, that buildup of emotional energy. So first off, think about your consciousness as a river. It's flowing and it's constantly renewing itself. But resistance to the emotional feelings and vibrations is putting a dam in that river, which causes your emotions to pool, then to turn into a lake, then an ocean, until they overflow into these psychosomatic disorders like rumination, anxiety, panic attacks, depression, even leading to physical ailments of the body. It's like such as headaches, problems with your digestion, restless leg syndrome. And so we're gonna have to heal these emotions, heal our thoughts. Once your mind is healthy, it will reflect a healthy body as well. So the way we do that is by, instead of resisting your emotions, what's the opposite of that? Surrendering to them. Feel them. You might want to do this by yourself in your room, in your meditative state. Take that pure awareness without thoughts and put it on your emotions. Surrender to them. Feel them every which way you possibly can, and then let them go. Eventually, they will be replaced by a lighter feeling as you move up the emotional ladder. Keep doing this. Keep doing this. It can take days, some weeks, especially if you have severe trauma in your life, a lot of emotional scarring from taking things personally that other people said about you. You remember, they're just lies. They're living in their own reality. Don't take it personally. Now, keep feeling into your emotions until you reach the final hurdle, which is the biggest fear, which is fear of death. Breathe into it. Breathe into your fear. No matter what scares you, breathe into it and feel it fully, and then let it go. Use courage to look at that fear, then let it go, and then perform whatever you were scared of. In this case, in our meditative state, we're going to be looking at that fear of death. Feel into it, breathe into it, and then let go. This is where the magic happens, where we can transcend our ego, our association with the body and the mind. You're going to have a lot of desires that are starting to come up. There's nothing wrong with the desires themselves. What we need to work through is the feeling, the emotional feeling of desire. Remember, Buddha said the source of suffering is desire. This state can simulate death. You have to trust me that you're not actually dying in this meditative state. It's just, it's simulating death, where your body, the awareness of your body is pretty much irrelevant at this point. Your body will breathe on its own. Don't worry about your body. Just let go. You might be thinking, what about my friends? What about my family? I want to see them again. I want to perform my dreams, buy my dream car, have a family, do whatever. Those desires, it doesn't mean you're actually about to die and that you can't achieve your dreams. God made this reality so you can achieve your dreams, but just let the feeling of that desire go, and just let go and go beyond that fear of death. And once you do, that will open up your divine heart into that infinite ocean of divine love. And now you are at the core of your being, your soul. And just realize that all you need to be happy is to just exist in bliss. That's your natural state. This is what you were before you were even born. A blissful, thoughtless state with your emotions healed. God has a divine factory of infinite love, which is who you are. Just feel it and breathe. That's all you need to do to be happy. At this point, you might get scared, might think like, what's the point of even going about daily activities if heaven's inside of me? And you might recrystallize into your body, into your ego. Don't worry, you'll be able to bring this state of heaven with you throughout your daily life with step number 3. So let's get into it. Step number 3 is mindfulness meditation, taking the divine awareness from step 1 and just allow that thoughtless state and that awareness to be put onto whatever activities you're doing in your daily life while you have a healed emotional state. Now, this is where you'll see God in everyone and everything, your reflection, that divine reflection in everyone and everything. Colors will get brighter as your vibration increases. You might notice it feels like God is working miracles through you, divine powers, intuition, psychic abilities, a feeling of oneness with everyone and everything. So what I do to keep the state going throughout the day is just tell myself, I already know what I know. There's no point in me thinking. I might focus on my breath at first, just to calm my thoughts in my mind. And then I can go about my tasks without thoughts when I'm walking the dogs, going for a hike, driving, whatever it may be. Unless I need my rational mind for work, like sales and construction, things like that. So that was it for this video. I hope it helped you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks. Peace.